Now is Captain Pete Hegseth. He's a member of Vets for Freedom and just recently returned from Afghanistan. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks for having me this morning.
All right, the apology. Now, clearly, hindsight is 20/20. It did not calm, as the president said, tensions there in Afghanistan. What did you not like about how this situation was handled by the president and by our military commanders?
Well, I don't like the fact that there seemed to be political pressure to apologize. Listen, the circumstances of the incident are such that these soldiers didn't know they were burning a Koran. The detainees were writing in the Koran, desecrating it in that action. And when they found out it was burning, they tried to pull it out as soon as they can. So it's not something that merits an apology. But always I'm going to default to the commanders locally who feel like they need to make a decision about what needs to happen, but should it never be about political pressure from the top.
And overall, again, you've just returned from Afghanistan in January. Tell us, in terms of the mission, is the mission correct? Because public sentiment is now turned against this war, especially in the wake of 6 Americans being killed as a result of the Koran burnings. Are we after the right goal? Do we need to get out quicker?
You know, it's a difficult situation. The Koran burnings really crystallize a larger problem, which is when you surge in a war front like we did in Afghanistan and then tell the enemy when you're going to leave, it creates an inherent lack of trust. That's exactly what happens right now. I saw it day after day after day in Afghanistan. I just got back. The Afghans know that we're leaving in 2014, and because of that, they make decisions looking at a post-American future, which widens the trust gap, which is what you need when you're training Afghan soldiers. So it's not a good situation right now. I think we need to responsibly withdraw, but making sure we do not allow haven for our enemies in the process.
We're seeing pictures of your experience there as an instructor in counterinsurgency in Afghanistan. When you talk about the lack of trust, are you saying now, are you speculating that the Afghani people, not necessarily the military, they have turned against our military and are choosing in the long term to side with folks like the Taliban?
I don't even know that they're choosing to side with the Taliban. They just know we're not going to be there because we told them we're leaving. So it's a calculation they're making strategically of, well, if they're not going to be here, then I better save my family or whatever I have because the Taliban will be here. And that really undermines our mission.
And your mission is running for U.S. Senate now. What about that experience with the military in Afghanistan will make you the right man for the job?
Well, yeah, I'm running for the United States Senate here in Minnesota. I think the leadership you learn on the battlefield, I've done 3 tours, learned how to make tough calls in tough situations. You know, we're in our everyone, our viewers know, the viewers right now know, we are in consequential times, difficult times. It takes new leadership to stand up and take tough stances. We have to make that choice. And so we can't go down the cliff of more regulation and more taxes that we're on with the Obama administration. The senator here in Minnesota is a rubber stamp for that. We need more limited government, less regulation on our businesses and job creators so that we can move forward and move this country forward.
Captain Pete Hegseth, thanks for your service. Thanks for coming on. Best of luck.
Thank you for having me. Our website is PeteForSenate.com.